got an awning I need to put on here. So my plan is, I just picked up this awning rail here, and all of the guides I've seen say attach the awning rail and then start sliding the awning from one end, meaning it's 21-foot awning, so that means it's got to be an additional 21 feet out in the middle of the road. I don't see that happening. So I'm thinking I'm just going to attach the awning rail to the awning and then just lift it up there and attach the arms on there and use a scaffold to hold it up, or maybe make some kind of other supports and go like that. So that's kind of my plan. First step is I have to remove, because this is a spring-loaded awning tube, I have to remove these rivets on both sides and pull these caps off in these spring-loaded tubes. So I don't know, hopefully I don't hurt myself. So I'm going to take those off, slide the awning rail in, and we'll go from there. Now that was fun. If you're ever taking or converting a spring-loaded awning tube to a non-spring loaded, these things spin, and this warning here is no joke. Well, flip it around. They spun very fast. I luckily, remove cotter pin until installation is complete. Huh, I left it out. I should have videotaped that. It was exciting. It dug into the ground here when it was spinning. But they're out. If anybody wants those, let me know. I don't need those, because this baby is electric. So here's a quick tip. Before I mount this or try and mount it, I need to secure this. So what I'm doing is I'm wrapping it backwards with duct tape. So it's sticky here, but it won't get anything there. Well, that sucked, but I got it on there. I ended up having to, you can see here, I had to pry that up a little bit more. This was a little too small, or the tube was a little too big. I pounded the tube down a little bit too, but I ended up getting it to seat well in there. I had to bust off a couple of the there are these like alignment pins in here. They're probably important. What I'll probably do is just screw into the outside again a couple more times, just to secure it even more, to replace whatever strength is lost in this. Had to do it on the other side too, but it's on. I've got a, sadly, I've got, well, not sadly for me, but I've got a hockey tournament I gotta get to, playing in the walleye chop. Might bring this there Saturday if I can get that awning on. So I gotta get going. I got a game in 45 minutes. Bye. Once again, my scaffolding is coming into use here. Since it's just me trying to install this thing, I unhooked the two arms and I'm just putting up the awning itself right now. And what I did was I just put one screw into each of these 2x4s, and then up at the top I cut out of a little piece of scrap plywood, I cut a rounded kind of landing area for the awning itself, so it's holding it up there for me, and then I can easily adjust the height by just changing the height of that screw, and it's kind of levelish. It does bow a little bit. I think that must be normal. So I think my next move is to probably position, I don't know, either the screw in the awning rail or put on the drive motor, and that's going to be over there by the door, because that's where I have the switch mounted, or plan to have it. I have a cutout there for where it's going to be. So that's where I'm at. It's getting later here, but I have 2 holes mounted. I need to put a washer on that. It wasn't in the kit, but I like it. I did kind of screw up here. I put the hole for the electric I should have put on this side, because this is where I can't really see, but the wire for it coming down is on this side, and I put it on this side, so it'll be a little tricky. Here's the wire coming in. So I can just keep pulling that through. I've got a couple other, got to mount it up there at some point too. But I think I'm pretty close, so I could probably try and hook that on. Alright. Well, here it is. It's after 10 o'clock and it's up, it's on. Looks pretty good. So just to recap, this is our awning is installed now. Let's do a quick demo of all the finished up stuff here. So these are the controls. These come in, I think the mounting wire actually comes in through here. This is in and out. Eventually this is going to be covered with a panel, and then all these switches and things will be mounted to it, but for right now they're just out there. But let's expand this out. You can see, now the interesting thing is it doesn't come out right away for me because the whole bus is tilted, so I have to just manually push it out just enough. And now it should suck it. Yeah, it'll extend on its own now. This is about how long it takes. Again, it did not do that when I had it parked all the way on the pavement. This is just because it's at a goofy angle. And then, so yeah, this is kind of creates a little carport for my truck here. This is where I mounted some screws, or I did some mounting. That's one. I have another one up there on the rain gutter there, and I did not, actually I left a little space in there, and I'm okay with that because remember that the wall on this is not straight. You can tell, again, look at this door, okay? See that door? That's not straight. You can see where the bend is right there. So I did not tighten that all the way up. If I do, I would need to put a spacer in there or something, which maybe I should do. Oh, there she flies. And then there's a, I don't know if I can pull this out. That's on there pretty tight, but there are some screws back behind here too. I think I've got two down there, and that's why I first mounted it, and then I've kind of leveled it out, straightened it out, and went from there. So yeah, that's the awning. Now coming back in is definitely slower. Oh, I'm going back out. There, we're coming in. Now it could be because I only have these are pretty thin wires here. They might not be able to pull all the power that it needs. But I did look, and Carefree says this only pulls 3 amps at 12 volts, so that's like 36 watts. That's not that much power. Now again, because I'm at a goofy angle, this does get caught, right? Is it gonna, let's wait till the flag, yeah, it gets caught just a little bit right there. So I just have to move it in, and then we can cinch the rest of it up. And then, yeah, once it's tight like that, it is not going anywhere. I've tried to manually move that motor. It does not spin. It's geared in such a way that it just doesn't. So that's our hybrid awning, the Carefree arms with a Dometic tube and stuff. And the lady is going to paint We're gonna paint these so that it fits in with the design a little bit better, so it doesn't stand out quite as much. Up here you don't notice it so much, I don't think, but on the back side there it really breaks up the lines, so we want it to look good rolling down the road.